So now we have converted decimal into other bases using whole number as well as decimal into other bases using floating point numbers. But the floating point number we used were 0 point something. Okay, the number comes after the decimal point. But we did not cover the numbers that have whole numbers as well as floating point numbers. Just you can see this number. This number has the whole part 198 and the floating part 0.625. So we have not done the conversion of such numbers. We did them separate, right? So what if we are given with the number that has integer part, or you can say whole part, as well as fractional part? How will we solve it? So let's see how will we solve such numbers that have whole part as well as fractional part. And we have to convert the decimal number into other base. For example, in binary, in octal or hexadecimal. So we will solve it in the following way. We will take the integer part. For example, in case of this number, we will take 198 and we will solve it using which method? That is prime factorization method. Okay. Once done, then we will move ahead and we will solve the fractional part 0.625 using the conversion method of decimal into other bases for floating point numbers. So we will solve this part using prime factorization and this part using conversion of decimal into other bases for floating point numbers. So once we will calculate answer from here and we will calculate answer from this part, then we will combine both the answers to get the final result. So we will combine both answers to get final answer. Alright, I hope you understand. But if you have any confusion, then we will look at some examples and then you will understand it properly. So let's move ahead. So in this example, we are given with the number 198.625 in decimal and we have to convert it into binary. Remember, when we were converting decimal into binary, then we did this whole number separately and we did this floating point number separately. So in this example, we will see that if we are given a number that has a whole part as well as a fractional part, then how will we solve it? Alright. So remember, we did in the previous slides that we converted 198 in decimal into binary using this prime factorization method. And the result that we calculated was 11000110. So I will not tell you the procedure again because I have explained you in the previous slides. So we do not need to revise it. So we will calculate 198 using this method, that is the prime factorization method. And we will solve 0.625 using which method? That is this method that we did previously. Alright. We took this number and then we multiplied it with 2 by 2 because base of binary is 2, that's why. So again, I am not going into detail. How did we solve it? I already explained it to you. So the answer of this question was 0.101. So now we have the answer of 198, that is this one. And we have the answer of 0.625, that is this one. So while calculating the final answer, we will combine this answer and this answer together. And this is how we can solve a decimal number that has the whole part as well as a floating part. So I hope you understand. Okay.